Hello, Brooker Memorial. I am Rachel Swartz, and I'm here with Clayton. And we're going to tell you a little bit about Clayton and how we got started and how we got to where he is today and inspiration for the sculpture and the process. So to get started, he is originally from Miami, but he's lived in the Tampa Bay area, which is where we live now, for most of his life. He comes from a family of artists. Both his dad used to do a little bit of art, and so his grandmother. So he kind of had the art in his genes, you could say. And it was probably in about high school that he decided that he wanted to pursue art as a career, and he began taking a lot of art classes. And he could see some of his entrepreneurial spirit beginning in high school, where he would often airbrush clothing and different things like that and sell it. In college, he pursued both painting and sculpture at the University of South Florida. And eventually he found himself teaching high school art. And he did that for about 5 years. During that time, he really started making a lot of paintings while he was teaching, and he found his way into welding again after taking a little break after college from doing any kind of welding. During that time, we fell in love with scuba diving and fishing and boating, and so some of his first sculptures that he made were the fish sculptures. And then he went on to make some different other sculptures. And around 2005, he decided to pursue a family, and that's when he decided that he really wanted to take his art to the next level, and he began to do art festivals around the state. And so back then, he started doing probably about 20 art shows a year. And then that'll take us up to around 2007 when he decided to make his first large-scale piece of art. At that time, we lived in our house that we live in now, Pellis Park, and he originally worked out of the garage. And so he made this large sculpture, Constellation, which was about, how tall was that?
About 17 feet.
Now it was his first big one, and he put it outside the front of our house, and that caught the attention of people. And right after that, he was commissioned to do a public art piece for our city, and that's what really got him making the large scale pieces. And then in around 2015, we opened Swartz Gallery in Pellis Park, which is just down the street from our house and studio, which is where we are at, where we're videoing this today, is at our Swartz Art Gallery. So tell us a little bit about the process and how you made the Brooker sculpture.
Well, most public art that I do, the first initial step is to create a design based on kind of the idea of what the project entails. So I start with a CAD drawing and use various programs to create the design. And sometimes I do a mock-up, a small model of the piece. In this situation, for the Brooker project, I did, it was just a computer drawing and animation. And from there, I did a presentation, or I think I did a presentation for it. And anyway, was chosen for the project. From there, I take my drawings and I take them to the studio and I start to cut out pieces and weld and grind and put together the form. I do all the metal fabrication. Once it's built, I send photos and get approvals and whatnot. And this piece being a 15-foot tall piece, and being that it was all the hearts in the piece are turned at different angles, it was a difficult piece to move around. So I ended up doing the paint job of the piece with it standing up, which had some difficulties, but in the end, I think the result came out outstanding, and I hope you guys really love it.
And inspiration behind the sculpture, I think, like for a lot of the public art sculptures, the large scale, the hearts and the abstracts and the modern sculptures that we make, we hope that our sculptures really just spread light. We hope that people will get a sense of joy when they see our sculptures, and hope, love, beauty, all things that are good. That's really what our goal for creating these sculptures is, that people can come away from seeing the art and feel better about life in general. So that's it. We wanted to say thank you for selecting us for your sculpture. We're excited for you guys to see it, and we hope to come and be able to see it one day as well.
All right, I hope everybody enjoys.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.